Hello, baseball fans. Hope everybody's doing awesome out there, enjoying the summer, eating lots of barbecue. Haven't hit subscribe yet? Please do so. Brand new YouTuber, so really appreciate your support. Plus, I'm going to have some prizes coming down the line for subscribers, so you're going to get in on that as well. So today I thought we could talk about the elephant in the room, or at least the elephant in the room for the Blue Jays off season, and that is nothing else but the extension of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's right. How much is it going to cost for the Blue Jays to extend this 23-year-old? And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. himself has said there's been no contract extension talks yet from the Blue Jays. Is that time to worry? Well, really, no, because it's really a balancing act with some of these superstars. You sign them a little bit too early and you have the risk of overpay. You wait a little bit too long and you have the risk of Vladdy going, I'm just going to ride out my arbitration years and I'll see you come free agency, which is not what the Blue Jays want to see happen. And quickly, how is Vladdy doing this year? Well, he's not quite having that MVP year that he had last year where he hit 311, but he's definitely putting up the numbers. Right now, he's got a solid 283 average, 26 home runs, 75 RBIs, 70 runs, and those numbers are just going to go up. That's prime offensive numbers. He's young, he's just going to get better, and that's why Vladdy's going to get paid. And the Jays have a lot of pressure to get this Vladimir Guerrero extension done before the offseason's over, and especially before Juan Soto signs his extension. That's right. Juan Soto, a lot like Vladimir Guerrero, but Vladdy's 3 years away from being a free agent. Soto's only 2. And Juan Soto's probably going to get over $500 million. That's what all the big league analysts said. Yeah, he's going to get more than Vladdy, and I know a lot of Toronto fans might be miffed by that, but Soto's, to be honest, a bit of a better offensive player. That's why he's going to get that $500 million mark. And the only other player on the planet who I think might get close, or even more than that, will be Ohtani, who's also in the same boat. But luckily for the Jays, the Angels have no money to extend him. So, why is it important for the Jays to extend before Soto? That way the Jays can set that benchmark of what the annual value should be and how big that contract gets. Because if they're competing against Soto's value, it's only going to drive up Vladdy's contract. And let's look at a few contracts that have been signed in recent years by players a lot like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The first one that comes to mind is Ronald Acuna, who signed that 8-year, $100 million contract. And that seems really small right now. They got him through his prime years to the end of his 20s. They're only paying him an average of $12.5 million. That's a good signing. And then Tampa Bay came along. And then you had the Wander Franco situation. And Tampa Bay got surprisingly aggressive and extended Wander Franco right off the back in his first year to an impressive 11-year, $182 million deal. And that's great news for Tampa Bay because it pays him an annual value of just over $16 million. Yeah, they're overpaying for his early arbitration years, but they're certainly probably going to be underpaying, especially during those prime years of 27 to 32, where they'll have Wander Franco. And for a small team that has a constrained budget, that's really good signing. Now we could look at the albatross of a contract, and that's the Tatis contract. And we're not going to get into him getting suspended for PEDs. Let's just look at the contract here. And he signed that 14-year, $340 million contract, guaranteeing him through the years 22 to 35, paying him an annual value of just over $24 million. Yeah. We'll see what happens after he gets back from the PED. I don't think it's going to affect his numbers too much. Certainly a blemish on him. It's not helping out the Padres. And to be fair, both Wander Franco and Ronald Acuna are both out this season with season-ending injuries that are requiring surgery. So it'll be even more interesting to see how both of those players come back and if they start meeting their values. But as I said, they got great contracts from the club's perspective. And last but not least, how much is it going to cost to extend Vladdy? Well, I think it's going to be a big contract. 16 years, a whopping $430 million. Gulp. Yeah, that's a lot bigger than Vernon Wells' contract. But the key thing here, I think it's going to have an opt-out contract. And this opt-out clause after 6 years is not only good news for the Jays because it doesn't handcuff them for the rest of Vladdy's career, and even better news for Vladdy because it allows him to re-examine the market when he's 29 years old and go out there and get another big contract. I think that first part of the Jays contract of Vladdy should be 6 years, $150 million. Hey, just like the Springer contract, and then tack on 10 years, $290 million if Vladdy wants to sign here long term. That's where you get the 16 years, $430 million. Wow, paying him an average annual value of $27 million. That's a number to get the deal done. $27 million gives some flexibility for the Jays to make additional signings and moves like Bo Bichette, Alejandro Kirk, Alek Manoah. The list goes on and on for the Jays. Let me know what you think in the comments below. $430 million, is that a little bit under? A little bit too much? Do you think the Jays will actually get it done and extend Vladdy? Love hearing your comments below. More importantly, I hope everybody stays safe. Enjoy what's left of the summer, and we'll talk soon, guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that like button. Take care.